On this show, we're laughing along with the 20 balmiest beasts on the World Wide Web. Our panel of funny faces have been lolling away and are ready to share their amusing opinions. But only one can take home our #1 trophy, so who will have the last laugh on Animal Antics Wacky Wildlife? We begin in Australia with a crazy kangaroo who's got the sniffles.
I have a problem with the snuffles. I sneeze a lot. And the worst thing that somebody could possibly do is film it. Kangaroo sneezing, it's quite cute. Me sneezing, you're thinking, is this guy let off an atomic bomb or something? I feel for it.
This is revolting. I mean, kangaroos should have better personal hygiene than this. They're not T-Rexes, their arms can touch their faces. Okay, that kangaroo can deal with it. They've even got a pocket for the tissues.
Actually, this one's got a joey in it, so I'd quite like to see it just sort of pull the little baby out, wipe its nose and then pop it back in there.
Off to the US at number 19, where it looks like they're filming a new series of popular lifeguard drama, Naywatch. And look, there's the show's main star, David Hasselhoff. No sign of Pamela Canterson though. She must be in her dressage room.
Everybody likes the beach. Cows, horses, ducks, pigs. Who wouldn't like the beach? So I find it really interesting that these horses are so social, if anything, but I'm guessing that they have some pretty good snacks.
I just wish that they still made videos for songs, because we now have the perfect images for the Rolling Stones classic Wild Horses. 10 years too late, horsies.
Time for a wacky fact now. Honeybees have a perfect way of directing their colonies to a good patch of juicy pollen. They do something called the waggle dance, where they fly in a figure-of-8 pattern and shake their hips as they go. The precise movements of the moving and the grooving will tell the other bees which way to head. Now that's a dance craze that's really causing a buzz. We continue our countdown at number 18, where we say bonjour to funny French bulldog Molly, who's having a swinging good time at the park.
Oh, look! A dog in a swing! Now you're talking! Look at that. That could be my screensaver, just constantly. You could put any music to that. If you go and see a band, you know, and they were, you got to be any kind of music and have that on the screen. And everyone would be like, yeah, look at the dog! That dog's swinging!
I mean, this is a lovely scene. Molly, the French bulldog, there on a swing. Unfortunately, Molly's mother gets her confused with her own daughter, Millie. So although this looks like a lovely scene, unfortunately, Millie, her daughter, is currently tied to a lamppost outside Asda with one of those cones around her neck.
Mystery box time now. This curious cat is definitely intrigued. But what could be in there? Is it A, a badger, B, a dog, or C, another cat? Well, we're about to find out. Yep, it's a badger. Oh no, it's not, it's another cat. It's always another cat.
Now this is classic prankster. I mean, I don't know how he's managed to get in the box. The box is quite lengthy, so I think he's been placed in the box. But then when you see his mate come into shot, you're like, what's going on with this box? And the cat, he executes it brilliantly, just leaps out. Classic japes by the cat there. Big fan.
He's like, surprise, I got you, did I scare you? And the other like, oh, for God's sake, not again. He did this before with the washing machine.
At number 16, we head to the US to meet Stella, a dog who, after recovering from injury, hasn't been outside for 11 weeks. Looks like she's making the most of her freedom too.
He looks so happy. I can imagine, like, dogs love running, like, and they need to run. So when you get kept indoors for that long, of course, he's like, ah! Do you think he'll just keep running forever? He's like, how dare you keep me in for 11 weeks? I'm going to run. Oh, it looks like he gave up. He was like, oh, okay, I've had enough. Nope, and he's like, nope, that was too long sat down, I'm gonna keep going. That's so sweet.
Funniest animal has to be a monkey, I would say. What is not to laugh at? Walking around with your bottom on display all the time and throwing your own waste at people. You know, I used to do that in my early stand-up gigs and it always went down a treat.
Funniest, cat, because they hate being laughed at. You see a dog fall over and gets up, I just fell down, that's not funny. The cat falls down, it's like, what? You know, it's like, that's funny.
Cats are the funniest, we know they are. They dominate the internet with their funniness.
Flamingos are quite funny.
Ducks are just inherently funny. They're an inherently comic animal.
The funniest animal, like, I want to say human, because I mean, like, we've created, you know, the Blackadder, Monty Python, The Office, but then equally I have seen a cow make itself jump by farting. So, yeah, the cow, it's the cow.
We continue our countdown at number 15. Hey, can you smell something? This is pretty impressive. A parakeet who can inhale through his beak is nothing to be sniffed at.
I've never seen this before, and I don't know. I mean, I'm not a bird expert in any shape or form, but I've never seen a bird do this before. It might be that a lot of birds mimic sounds. In the wild, there's a lyrebird that mimics sounds in the wild, and you can hear them even mimicking things like chainsaws in the rainforest, which is quite incredible. I think this bird is actually mimicking its owner.
Is this a life skill? Is this anything? I mean, it's like drummers. It's not a real thing, or jugglers. It's not a thing. It's not a thing.
Next up is a hilarious hound who'll go to great lengths for a juicy bone. Leaping lizards.
Some sort of bull terrier, isn't it, or bull mastiff or something. So strong. It's really got these great big heads, built for a job. Strong enough to just suspend itself, and that thing of bouncing up and down is trying to use torsion to rip it down, and because it's funny, obviously.
I mean, you've got to wonder why they've attached a bone to the roof on a rope in the first place.
At number 13, we're off to the zoo, where we find an orangutan who can't take her eyes off this phone. She's clearly watching the Animal Antics box set. Yep, get comfortable, you're in for a lot of lulz. A lot of lulz. Any minute now.
It's a slippery slope, is what I'm worried about. Like, sure, now it's enjoying YouTube videos, but if anybody decides to show it Planet of the Apes, we're in trouble. I don't want to get any ideas.
What is he watching?
What? It's very intense.
It must be an episode of Friends that he's not seen yet.
And he's sort of surprised.
Yeah.
But he's also, you can see he's trying to place it. He's like, okay, Chandler's kind of medium skinny, but not super skinny.
And what's Rachel's hair up to?
What's Rachel's hair up to? And he's not laughing that much, so it's a later series.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny. Oh. You gotta stay here all day now. He brought the blanket and everything.
Orangutan means man of the forest, isn't it? It's how it translates to, and you can see that real, again, I can see my kids in there.
There's loads of wacky wildlife on the World Wide Web. Check out these guys who didn't quite make our top 20. Crazy cats. At number 12 on our countdown, we're off to Canada to meet Iggy, who's about to try out his brand new shoes. Well, I guess that's one way to keep from wearing them out.
Okay, so I think that animals should never be put in human clothes. I think it should be made illegal, whether it be shoes or boots or little hoodies or little... No, it's wrong. Your animal has its own clothes. It is called fur. And that is probably why he's doing a handstand. He's going, get these little boots off me right now.
Now we are finally aware that it isn't only humans who will go to any lengths to avoid walking in Crocs.
Off to Scotland now to see a zebra crossing. That's not a zebra. Oh, you meant... right. Anyway, have a gander at these geese.
These geese are using the zebra crossing. What is going on? Organised geese.
This is absolutely brilliant. I'm so glad they captured it.
This is obviously a very intelligent thing to do because, I mean, whoever has seen a zebra actually using a zebra crossing? So, I mean, at least if a goose has got it right, and a goose, like, they're considered like one of the dumbest of the animals. If, like, you're an idiot, you're a goose. If they can work it out, imagine how dumb zebras are. Idiots.
I'd like to see some zebras using a goose crossing maybe one day. I think it would be brilliant as well if they came back to this moment a couple of weeks later and they had a little goose lollipop holding her stick and just ushering the tiny goslings across the road.
What is going on? Organised geese.
We're halfway through our countdown of wacky wildlife. So far we've seen a kangaroo with a cold, some horses on holiday, a playtime pooch, this pouncing puss, the recuperated rover, a sniffing bird, a dog with a bone, an orangutan watching, a handstand hound and the green cross geese. But there are loads more crazy creatures to come in our top 10. So let's get moving. Although it looks like this funny feline hasn't quite finished his bathroom break. I hope he washes his paws after this.
Oh dear, this could end up a little bit wrong. No, is this going to happen? Oh no. Has that cat been trained to do this? This is unhygienic. Well, it's not. It's using the proper toilet. It's not doing it on the floor, is it? Okay.
Yeah, I'd give it 5 minutes if I were you.
Cat peeing on the toilet. Yes. It's a yes from me. Yes. Oh no. Don't lick the bowl.
Oh dear, that's not good. Let's move on. At number 9 is proof that sometimes life can be a drag, but in a good way. What an amazing example of puppy-powered propulsion.
So every year, millions of mugs that say world's greatest dad are produced and sold, and yet the only person on the face of this earth who deserves it is this guy. Because that is absolutely fantastically good work.
Oh my gosh, they're actually pulling the baby. I thought that there was someone behind it. Oh, this is like a modern day version of like the husky and sledge thing, isn't it? No, that only happens up in like the snow peaks of Canada or wherever it happens. This is how they're bringing the husky sledge tradition to the streets of America.
Time for another wacky fact now. The gender of a newborn turtle is dependent on the temperature surrounding the egg it comes from. If the egg is warm, a female will hatch. But if an egg sits in a cooler place, a male will be born. So the beach their mother visits may well determine if she has a son or a daughter. I wonder if she's called Michelle. At number 8 on our countdown is a massive dog in a tiny car. Looks like one of those snazzy new vehicles that comes with automatic barking sensors.
I think the lesson here is that a dog that big can do what the hell it wants.
Is that Beethoven in a convertible? I bet that's not even his dog. I bet that guy was just driving along and that giant dog, the size of a dinosaur, jumped in and he went, just keep moving, mate.
If a giant dog gets in your car, it's never getting out.
I don't mean to be all safety Susan, but you should have your dog secured in the car, especially if you've got a dog the size of a horse. You wouldn't put a horse in the back of a convertible. That dog is the size of a small pony. That dog should have a seatbelt on.
Off to Australia now to meet a pug who's petrified of bananas. You can't blame him. There's something about them that's very unappealing.
That dog does not like bananas, does he? No. Hello, doggy. Can't untake it, it's only your 5th a day. Where's he going? No, he's gone. He's gone. Maybe he thinks it's a gun.
Pudsey just eats food when it comes to food, anything. Actually, he's not a massive fan of bananas, so if he's not feeling very hungry, which isn't very often, he'll probably spit it out.
At number 6 we meet a cat who's really turning heads, mainly his own. I'm not sure about you, but this has got me feline really dizzy.
Oh, brilliant. I'd love to think that at the end of that clip, the cat just is still doing that, walking away. You know, just like, it's just looped.
This is proof that if you've got cats, the only reason you are not dead is because they are smaller than you. This cat, if it was big enough, would kill cars, okay? That is what you need to know about cats. The only reason you're still alive is because they can't eat you because they're too small.
So who wins? The cat or the car? The car's still going. The cat's just freaked out. The cat now has a bung neck.
15 clips have been and gone, just 5 more to go. But which one of these crazy creatures will be the wackiest of the lot? Earlier in the show we met this swinging sweetie pie, Molly. Well, she's back, and now she's doing, she's doing this. Which is strange. She's definitely a dog, yeah?
Oh, see, we're all laughing at what if it's going, I've got some Lego, I've got Lego stuck in my, help me, I've got Lego stuck in my throat, I've eaten about Lego, help me. And we're like going, ha ha ha, how cute is that? It's really cute. I've got Lego, I've got about Lego stuck in my throat.
He sounds like he's like crackling. Like it almost sounds like a chicken. Like when a chicken is like at that, you know, when they're not like, I don't know, I don't even know how to go. What does a chicken do? Cluck. It sounds like a clucking chicken, yeah.
At number 4 we head to the Antarctic to meet a penguin who's off on a trip. Shake it off, little dude. Nobody saw you. I promise.
This is a young penguin. Of course, most penguins will only have one youngster a year. And when a penguin wanders away from its mother, quite often it won't get a very good reception elsewhere. The other penguins living close by will give it a good old peck. But this one's not got the greatest coordination in the world. It's tripping over a walk. Oh, it's a little bit dazed and confused and needs its mummy and daddy. Oh, that is really funny.
This penguin is me. That penguin is actually me. Like literally I'll be walking and I'll faceplant. I don't even have to do anything. I just trip over my own feet. So that penguin, I know how it feels.
World's funniest animal is obviously the hamster. They just tell jokes all the time. Can't hear them though, because their cheeks are full. But if you could, be amazing.
I think it's the donkey.
I enjoy tiny goats.
Young bear cubs make me smile when they're at play.
Sloths are really funny and cute, and I love them.
Hyenas think they're funny, don't they? They're always laughing. I don't know what the joke is. They never tell us, do they? Cliquey, aren't they?
Time for our wacky wildlife top 3 now. And first up, we're off to meet Jose Ahonen, a magician whose conjuring is confusing canines all over the world. First they see the treat, and then they don't.
He's lucky the dogs don't get angry. Do you know what I mean? Like, you try that trick out on a small dog with no teeth. Initially, like, where's the treats? Like, why do people tempt fate? Like, life is hard enough. Why are you gonna do that to a dog? You know what I mean? Like, maybe it's because it's a dog. Like, would you ever do that with a child? You would never do that with a child. You would ruin their world.
Why are all the dogs named after IKEA furniture? Tetsu, they're flat pack furniture, they're not dogs.
Oh, that dog is not impressed. It's like, I thought I was getting lunch, and then you've just like sold me down the river. I'm not happy with that. They don't know what's going on. Really confused.
At number 2 on our countdown is a cat who's learnt to play dead.
Bang.
Eventually?
That cat's thinking, you want me to play dead? All right, I'll play dead. Stupid idiot. That's what it's thinking. Look at him with that stupid make-believe gun. He thinks I'm so stupid. All I want is steak. He just wants steak.
All I would say is you can only do this 9 times to a cat and then it really is dead.
I hope that cat scratches that owner up pretty bad.
So we finally reached our number 1 clip, and we're off to the UK to meet Oscar, a doggy daredevil. No, that's not him. There he is.
I don't know how I feel about it, but I just hope they got it in one take.
Like, oh, that was great, but we didn't quite get it. Can you go back and damage your face again? Great, yeah. Take 42. Don't worry about it. She must get through a lot of pugs. Is that why all pugs' faces are squashed? Because they spend all day smashing them into logs?
So congratulations to Oscar the clumsy canine. Thanks for giving us a laugh, buddy. Not only did we give him a trophy, we gave the pug a jug, a mug, and a big hug. He looked pretty smug until he tripped on a rug. That's your lot, I'm afraid. It's time for us to go walkies. But don't be too upset, because we won't be gone for long. Even as I speak, somewhere in the world there's a hilarious hound, frightened feline, or misunderstood monkey with a camera pointing at it. And when they get posted online, we'll be ready to make them a star of our next show. So keep your cameras rolling, keep uploading, and who knows, one of these days your pet could be claiming the #1 spot on Animal Antics. See you next time!